Good morning and welcome everybody, and good afternoon and good evening, depending on where you are in the world. I know it's really early for some and pretty late for others, and I'm excited you're all here and joining me in this transformation we're going through. Yes, we. I would like to start by allowing you guys to share anything that happened over the last couple of weeks or ask any questions before we get started. We've got Sylvania, Florida, Australia. Wow, Australia. What time is it there? It's like 2 in the morning there, isn't it?
It's 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
1 o'clock. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for staying up to do this. I appreciate it.
Can I just say something?
Absolutely.
It's very interesting. I've been sort of a business person for many, many years, but only getting into the healing and personal development area now. And since we did our last session 2 weeks ago, I've got my first 2 clients for my new business. So I'm really delighted.
Oh,
so thank you.
Congratulations. That's awesome. Fantastic. Sylvania, wow, that's awesome, honey. Congratulations, seriously. Thank you. Is there a reason why things would crash before getting better? Yeah, because sometimes we've got to let go of a lot of stuff. And when it just all crashes, it's just you're letting go of a lot of stuff. A lot. I had 2 meltdowns this week, you guys. Not 1, but 2. But you had 3. Go ahead. Let's share before I get into this story, because I'm going to share it with you guys, because you know how I am. I'll just tell you everything, because that's how I help other people realize what they're doing is okay. Go ahead.
I had surgery, so I've been stuck on the couch. So I've been listening to a lot of activations. Thank you very much. And then had the time to be asleep or any of that kind of stuff. But I've had some detoxing craziness in the bath. And it scared me at first, but now I know what it is. And so it was fine, but I feel so much better. And the detoxing stuff, oh my gosh. Unbelievable. I can't smell wine. I haven't had a cup of coffee. I haven't had a drink since the beginning of May. I'm very, very happy. The meltdowns with my family have been incredible, but the crying and then feeling so good after, like it's absolutely not held in. It's just released. Yeah, that is. Want to share it with everyone, but I know I need to be quiet, so that's helped as well, and let them come to me. That helps as well. So your activations have been incredible. I just want to share you with everyone because you really got me over some stumbling blocks.
Awesome.
Yeah. I can't talk more about you.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I'm glad I'm able to assist you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad you got some major shifts.
Huge shifts.
And I mean, things don't happen by accident. So you had to have knee surgery and then this class all set up at the same time so you can work through all of this and have that time to process and go through that healing journey, because it's a lot, you guys. This isn't easy.
Oh, I lost you.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. I better check mine. Just told me I had to check my stuff. Okay. Should be working.
All right. Thank you, honey. Who else would like to share or have any questions? Patty's saying she's feeling on the edge. It's normal, and it will pass. This work, is it powerful? Yes. Is it easy? Sometimes. Is it hard? Sometimes. Because stuff that we're totally used to in these programs that we're totally plugged into and put all of our energy in just start to fall apart and to crash. And it's like your whole reality changed. It's like you jumped into another video game and you're not familiar with the territory at all. And sometimes it can be really shocking in trying to find your way and who you are and how you're supposed to show up in the world. You know, I did this class and then I took off and traveled with a friend of mine, Eileen. We've been friends for almost 35 years. And we went to Edinburgh, and I went to the Roslyn Chapel and sat in there for about 20 minutes. And there was people walking around me, you know, nobody sat in the pew next to me. And I sat there for 20 minutes receiving information and upgrades. And my friend, of course, is here in Europe from California, so she wants to see everything. She's full of energy, and I'm knocked sideways. You know, it's like, oh, but I just kept going. And we went to 4 abbeys, got a lot of information at the Melrose Abbey. I knew that was an abbey I had to go to. Definitely received some major information and upgrades there. And when she left, I slept for 14 hours. Last night, I think I went to bed at 11. I woke up at 9:30 this morning, thinking it was like 6:30 in the morning. I still could go sleep. I was supposed to do something on Tuesday with Alora. I passed out. I couldn't do it. So I am still transforming and integrating the stuff I just did. I had a couple meltdowns this week. I mean, I seriously had meltdowns. My girlfriend Eileen, one of the things we always did when we were, we've always done, when we get together, we have some drinks and we go dancing. So on our way back from Scotland on the train, we had some wine. And then when our cab driver picked us up, we had some more wine. And then we came and went dancing, and there was an amazing band on. It was so funny because I went in there because we didn't get there until like 10 o'clock. We just got off the train, dropped our luggage, and went straight to go dancing, right? And I went to the band. I said, I certainly hope you're going to play something that I can dance to. And they were absolutely amazing. So we ordered more wine, and she has a tendency to drink too much. So I wanted to help her out, and I drank more of her wine. I don't know what I was thinking. I normally don't drink. I still felt hungover yesterday. Because it's just, you know, because I don't drink normally, but I can and been known to. And this is one of those occasions. Not sure how long it'll be before I do that again. It might not be never. But I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning in this dream. In this really weird dream, and the room was black. And I was looking around going, where am I? You know, I didn't even know where I was. And the curtains were these patterns, and all I could see was the white part of the curtains. And I was just out of it. Well, I picked up my cell phone and went live on Facebook at 3 o'clock in the morning after having a little too much wine. And proceeded to tell everybody I was not their guru. I am not your guru. I am not your effing guru. Don't make me your guru. And I went on and on and on and on. And I woke up the next morning and went, holy cow, did I do that? So I went and found the video and deleted it. Oh my God. And then yesterday I went to art class, and my art teacher, he's so cool. I mean, he's a really sweet guy. He's very much in his religious beliefs, but he's a very, very nice man. And he printed me out this beautiful picture of Jesus that I wanted to paint. And so I'm learning oils and stuff, and I drew it out and I started painting it. And yesterday I went into class and I'm painting Jesus, and I'm not having the feeling. Because when I paint, if you guys see my watercolors, like here's Moses. I put him on a pad. This is Moses. And when I painted Moses, I talked to Moses. And holding this, I can feel his energy and his love. And he tells me, if I can do it, you can do it. What a great energy. And I'm so thrilled I put him on a new book for me to journal, a journal. So I'm painting Jesus and there's no feeling. I'm trying to talk to him and connect with him, and it's just nothing. So I grabbed my piece of printout that he gave me to copy, because I'm trying to copy, what I see on the paper and put it on canvas. And I grabbed it and I rolled it up in a ball. I threw it on the ground. And it's like, I got to go for a walk. I said, this isn't working for me. So I went for a walk and I left for like an hour and a half, and I came back into class and I started painting again. And I wasn't feeling it. And I got really frustrated. And I said, there's no feeling in this. I paint because there's a feeling. There's no feeling in this. I'm doing somebody else's work. This isn't my work. This isn't my connection with God. This is somebody else's connection. This doesn't work for me. And I turned around and walked out of class. I said, I'm going to go for a walk. And they had me. I got to get out of here. And I realized that, I do paint because it brings me joy and happiness and love and communication. And when I connect with the masters and stuff and paint them, there's conversations going on. And they even tell me what they want to look like. And I love that. And trying to paint someone else's work does not work. Now, my painting of God I did, I was using a mural of tile, a mosaic in Venice, Italy, as an example to copy one, but I made changes to it, and God showed me what to do with like the background and stuff. There was a connection there, so I love that one. But my Archangel Michael, I painted somebody else's work. It's a beautiful painting. I'm really proud of myself, but there's no connection to it. And the reason I'm telling you all of this, you guys, is you got to do what brings you connection. You got to do what brings you joy. Just don't copy another something because you think that's the way it should be, or that's the way it should look, or that's the way you should show up. You have to be authentic. You have to be you. I'm not saying don't take trainings and do different modalities. I'm not saying that at all, because there's so many amazing modalities out there. But what I'm saying is don't feel like you have to show up in any certain way, or however you're showing up is wrong, or that you have to look like this or that. So really being authentically you. And then there's something else I want to go into. I don't remember who it was, but I got this email by somebody promoting something. And she talked about her problems with assistants and her getting ripped off. And I went, oh yeah. So that's a big thing I want to talk about, you guys, and clear this stuff for you, so you don't have to go through what I went through. I hired this one guy, paid him $10,000. He was supposed to brand me and do all this stuff. I got nothing out of it. I got a great video editor, Roy, in India, that I've been working with for the last 3 years. I got that connection out of it. And he's going to start managing my website. He's starting to take over. I know things are going slow. He's learning. And Mike's going to get more involved to help him. So customer service issue aside, but I got that out of it. But I got ripped off. And then I hired this coach for this coaching program and went to some of his events. And didn't get to use all my privates, paid $15,000 for that program. He went off on me one day, just a rude, arrogant ass. So I never went back and used the rest of my stuff. I've had people that have totally ripped me off on hours. that are supposed to be working on my stuff. I had one guy managing my website and was mailing other people's products to my list. I had a guy that was deleting my contacts, the ones that bought. He would go in and delete them off my email list. I've had people say they were spending this much time doing stuff, and when I hired someone else to do it, it took 25% of the time. And this person was a family member. I mean, you named it, it's happened. The best guy I've had, the best guy has been Mike. And he's moving on. He's going to go live in Bali and sell meditations. So he's not going to be doing this anymore. I'm going to miss him. He's done a great job. There's other things that, anyways. But I'm telling you guys this is because there's a lot of fakes and frauds out there. So I want to clear you so you don't get stuck in that and get taken advantage of. And that you can see these people for who they really are and not have to be in that space that you have to be taken advantage of. Because, you know, it's all co-creation. I'm not a victim of these people. They're actors in my play. I believed that these things would happen. You know, I'm dyslexic. I can't sit and write everything down and have it make sense for you guys. I mean, I even screw up on posts sometimes, you know, and then my voice recognition software, I talk faster than it understands, and I shouldn't say I can't, but I don't slow down enough to check it before I post it. Then I'm on my cell phone and I can't fix it because it won't let me edit it. And if I worried about how I put things out, I'd never get anything out. So I think that disability, as you could say, made me open up where I have to have this help, right? So therefore, I get taken advantage of on the help. I'm not saying this is real. I'm saying this was the play I was in. You know, so it's important to clear that path so we're not running around getting taken advantage of. How to choose the right people to work with you, and also how to delegate. And some people are so afraid to delegate that they don't get the work done. I mean, you think about it, it's like, well, you pay this person $20 an hour. What else could you do in that hour to pay that $20 to them, and they get 10 times as much done in that for that $20 than you could have? So you've got to look at that too. And it's important to be able to delegate, and it's important to be able to trust who you delegate to. And you also got to look on your belief systems about that. You know, is there something you need to forgive yourself for in the past or something where you feel you have some karma? What is that for you? You know, what about the thought of having to hire people? That can be really scary to people. I have a lot of people that work with me. I've probably got like 5 or 6 people. They are free agents. They don't just work for me. And you've got to be careful too, because I'll want to put you in the victimizer mode or victimize you with money. And they'll want to try to get you to guarantee them so much work a week or this or that or all kinds of different things. And make sure you don't go in that role. I had a girl doing beautiful writing work for me, but she kept trying to victimize me by telling me how desperate she was for money and extra hours and stuff like that. And I told her when I hired her, look, don't make me your only income. I'll hire you when I hire you. And she kept trying to throw me into that place. I cut her loose. I told her, let me know when she got it together and, I'd hire her back. She does great work. But you don't even want that energy in your product, because think about what kind of energy that person is bringing to you in your business. And to grow your business, it's important to clear these things so you can really have your healthy boundaries, be unmasked from these people and everything else. But again, I'm calling them these people like I'm a victim of what they did to me or how they treated me. But truly, they're just teaching you. And they're teaching you how to clear your belief systems or what needs to be cleared so you can move to that next level. And if you're not comfortable or you're getting ripped off, you'll keep yourself back. And all kinds of people are going to offer their services to you and want to team up with you. Choose wisely. There's some amazing people to team up with. And it's good to co-create. But choose wisely who you team up with. And think about that. I get offers for stuff all the time. It's important who you connect with. So, are you guys ready for me to run some energy? Any questions or anything before we start? Go ahead.
Okay, so I have a question. When I'm doing my activations with you, and I'm kind of including some persons, if I haven't asked or gotten the yes from someone around me, will they also benefit from it or not?
No, they'll benefit from it from you doing it on you.
Okay.
And if you don't like something about somebody else, clear your belief systems about what you don't like about them or what you think they should change. Work on yourself because they're all a mirror.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. Go ahead, Bianca.
I just wanted to say thank you for that this morning, because last week I had several sessions per day with clients, and this week I'm cutting myself off on purpose because I'm going for my eye operation this week. But I have nobody called, and I'm like, am I doing, because I stopped the energy paycheck as well. So I'm thinking, okay, what I'm doing is I'm stepping back. So I have to step back in.
Well, energetically, they know. Last week you were ready for clients because you're getting ready to do surgery, so you want to get your clients out of the way, so they all showed up.
Yeah, and also I was more aligned with the money comes from the universe, and they just showed up.
Yeah.
They told the universe, okay, I want to buy certain things, make the money show up.
Yeah.
And they just showed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Do your money energy paycheck system, you guys.
Yeah, I noticed that once in a while I'm at 10,000 and some, and I stop. So I
That's
gotta.
your glass ceiling.
Yeah, because I used to do a 10% account. I keep 10% of whatever I made, and that's where I stopped it at 10,000, which is not much if you think about it.
Nope.
Okay,
Your
thank you.
glass ceiling.
Just wanted to say thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Thanks for the kiss. Yes, discernment, absolutely discernment. And, unmasked. I mean, did we run unmasked last week? Let's on ourselves. Okay, so we're going to run unmasked. Victim, victimizer. Let me just start running them, and I'll tell you what else is running. But even what we're talking about, all those different things, however that means to you. And I want to say something else. I talked to a friend, and he got fired. I want to let you know, you don't get fired. You fire yourself for a reason. And so that just means you're ready for something else and something better.
Yes.
Because there's no such thing as getting fired.